guess the first question would have to be why you decided to make your own theater.
Why did I decide to make my own theater? That's a good question. I guess the main thing is, throughout my years of filmmaking, I see so many filmmakers take 1, 2, maybe even 3 years to make a film, and then all of a sudden they don't have an audience for it, and they never get seen. The stuff goes on a shelf, and that's one thing I didn't want to happen to this project is the fact that it wouldn't be seen. But I have a niche audience. I'm focused on kids, and I know I can find my audience through Girl Scout programs, through after-school programs, Boy Scouts, and the whole 9 yards to really focus and find my audience. So why not build a theater? Why not make it mobile? Why not make it a traveling theater to take it to the audience itself? And that's the main reason why I built this particular piece. I could rent out space and actually charge people to come see this, but the main thing for this particular theater is really using it as a promotional tool. At the times that we do take it to the Girl Scouts, the after-school programs, and all this stuff, it's not only helping me promote the film, but it's showing my core audience, and it tells me if certain things work, if some of the funny parts are funny, if some of the emotional parts are emotional. I really want to use this particular situation, this time, to test this film to my core audience, which is kids. Cricket is actually Little Frankenstein's sister. Little Frankenstein was my first screenplay, or not my first screenplay, but my first book that I wrote, and it was Little Frankenstein's sister. But Frankie is actually it's a spin-off from the movie Frankenstein, and Frankie happens to create this reanimation machine, and in the process he accidentally kills his teacher and brings her back to life. So that particular story I wanted to shoot first, but it was a little bit more complicated and out of my budget range. Involves explosion, fires, a talking dog, a lot of CGI, a lot of stuff that wouldn't be in my range for its cost. So I created a whole new story of Cricket, and without the cost of making the film itself. I think there should be a sequel, and we are working on it. We've got part 2 written, but the main thing right now is the fact that we're really thinking about a television. With all the characters and with all stuff that's going on, each character, between Shauna, between Princess Caroline, Itsy Bitsy Betsy, there could be so many episodes of a really good TV show. And I'm thinking even more animation, because the kids are growing, so I can't keep them, you know. The Cricket is going to be she's going to be a teenager next year, and Itsy Bitsy Betsy probably take over in that situation, but I'm really thinking television show. I think the biggest thing is Cricket and Charlie, the love story between them. Even though they're friends and Charlie insists that he hates little girls, once you see the film, it's going to be about those two saving each other, because Cricket is always there for him, and he hates to be around little girls, but he's never without them. So I really want the audience to see that relationship, that bond between those two, and some of the music that we use really focuses and accentuates the fact that these two do have a relationship, and that's the main thing I want to see. At this independent level, most films don't have the resources or the time to really focus on something like that, especially merchandising. My main thing was to make this, not just the film, but the merchandising, all the aspects of the film, attractive to management companies, to agencies, to bigger film companies to pick the situation up. So I figured if I can start at this level on the merchandising end and give them a look at what we have and what the possibilities can roll during this whole test process, we're going to be selling this stuff. And if we sell enough merchandise, if we sell enough items, we might just garner enough attention to say, wow, this situation could work.
So Z-Man, tell me a little bit about what you got going on here.
A lot of stuff. What we actually wanted to do, like I say, on the merchandising end, was really get an assortment, a selection of stuff that we want to push towards the kids. Here we got the Little Girl Power magazine, which we're going to be getting subscriptions today from the kids. Little Girl Power stickers, Little Girl Power bags, Little Girl Power dolls, which we got each character of the Little Girl Power to kind of depict their characters. Over here we actually have DVDs of the trailer and the t-shirts. So we've got pretty much a full assortment of stuff that we want to push towards the industry. And over there we have the soundtrack, which is 12 unbelievable songs that we're trying to get locked down. We're really going to go with this Little Girl Power Theater, take as many venues as we can and get the promotion out. Then our next step after the summer would be going to film festivals, start making the film festival submissions and hopefully get a strategist, an agency behind us, and those powers that be behind the film to really push it to the next level.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I think it's going to be a wonderful show.
Thank you so much.
When you're standing next to me, all of a sudden I am everything I hope to be. I've been waiting for so long.